Yeah.
And speaking of Chris, he is joining us right now, Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb. Chris, I hope I'm making a valid point here because these weather patterns can change so quickly.
And I was going to thank you for bringing that up because 1/2 of a degree can make a huge difference into what type of weather conditions that you're going to have. And that's what we are really working hard to pinpoint here for you, for those areas that will have ice versus the areas that would just have a cold rain or no ice at all. And so there's a big difference. And this wedge that we've been talking about, which is the shallow layer of cold air that is at the surface, it comes in from the north and east. And when the rain falls through that shallow layer of cold air, when it hits a surface that's at or below freezing, that becomes freezing rain and becomes ice. And so the wedge is a very difficult thing to forecast, just how strong it's going to be, and then once it gets here, it's always also difficult to see how long it's going to stick around. The models often try to scour out the wedge before reality is that it's going to move away. So that's going to be the tricky part on Sunday as to whether or not we're going to be able to be up above freezing for enough time for us to kind of work away at any of that ice. So a lot of questions still remain with us, but we are feeling confident in some icy conditions, and the National Weather Service is as well. That's why they have expanded that winter storm, or actually the ice storm warning now, to include the metro Atlanta and down to the south too, in Henry County, also into parts of Clayton County, pretty much along I-20 here and northward. Now it does not include Haralson County and Carroll County. That's in the watch. Also, the watch is in parts of Coweta County, into areas of Fayette County, Spalding, Butts County, over into Jasper County and Putnam County too. That's where, again, if that wedge moves down further to the south, they will be added into this ice storm warning. But these are the areas that are going to see the potential for significant ice accumulations, dangerous travel, and power outages as well. Now, we're talking about a 1/2 inch or more of ice in parts of northeast Georgia, 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch along I-20, metro Atlanta, and up to the north and west, and then 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch, maybe some glazing to 1/4 of an inch there on the south side. So I know when you're thinking about this, like, wait a minute, 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch, that's really not a lot, but it is, because the impacts are going to be exaggerated going from 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch. So at 1/10 of an inch, you've got some glazing on roads and sidewalks. Bridges will be slick there. Your windshield might be coated with a thin little layer of ice, and there would be some isolated power outages. But again, it could be dangerous for some of that travel. With 1/4 of an inch, you've got icy roads. Tree limbs begin to sag and break. Also, trees can come down with that, and you would have more numerous power outages. This is what we're thinking about for the metro area. And then northeast Georgia, a 1/2 inch or more of the thickness of ice, dangerous or even impossible travel, widespread tree damage, and not only having power outages, but prolonged power outages, because it is just going to take the workers a really hard time to navigate and repair all of the numerous outages that we are expecting out there. Stay with us throughout our streaming coverage here on 11 Alive Plus. We're going to talk more about the timeline and when we could possibly see some improvements. We'll have more on that in just a little bit.